Assalamu alaikum students. Hopefully all are going well. So let's move on. Till last class, the topics that we had discussed in stats is about there are two types of data in which we mainly categorize the data is either ungrouped data or a group data. In ungrouped data, exact values are given, or whereas for group data, we are having like equal intervals, not having equal intervals, or the exact values of the data is given. Moreover, we have also discussed there are statistical calculation involves or by which we can analyze the data. The parameters are mean, median, mode, and range. So let's start in detail today. How do we find the following things, following analyzing parameters that are mean, median, mode, or range for group as well as ungrouped data? Let's move on. So here I have listed couple of values for you, and we are going to find its mean, median, and mode. And first of all, we start with ungrouped data when the exact values are given to you. So here are values given to you that are marks of 15 students in a particular test are given as follows. You have been asked to find mean, median, mode, and range for the following condition. So as far as we have discussed in the last class, mean refers to average, mean refers to average of a data. And for calculating the mean, we can also represent mean by x bar. And for finding the mean, you have to find sum of all values divided by number of values. Sum of all values divided by number of values. So first of all, I'm going to find the sum of all the values here. Starting from first we have 5, then we have 5 plus 5 plus 10 plus 15. By the way, for my own understanding, I've just make the pair of 5 values so that I can easily write 5 then plus 10 plus 15. Acha, by the way, I have written this 5 values, then I'm going to write this 5 values, and I'm going to write this 5 values plus dot dot dot. At last, this will be 49. I'm not writing all the values. You can just write it by yourself, add all the values and divide it by, since we have 15 number of values, so in division we have 15. So you are having calculator, just calculate it by yourself and let me know. So I'm writing the answer. So yeah, students, this comes out to be 365. So 365 divided by 15 gives you 24.33. 24.33. So yes, we can say the average mark of the following class will be 20. Yeah, average mark of the following for students comes out to be 24.33 marks. Now coming towards mod, then range, then at last I will discuss median. So let's moving towards mod. As we have discussed, mod refers to most repeated, most popular value of the data set. So here in our data, if we just consider the values that are most repeated, it's like 5, we are having 5 twice, 20 we are having also twice, 35 we are having 3 times. So mod refers to most repeated, most popular value. So the most popular value that is coming number of times will be 35. However, if we are having 35 two times, 20 also two times, 5 also two times, if we are having like this. So in that case, 5, 20, 35, all the three numbers will be categorized as mod because all of the values will be occurring two times. But right now, the most repeated value is 35. So we just omit this 20 and this 5. We are not considering them because the most repeated, most popular value here is 35. So mod for the following condition comes out to be 35. So yes, mod is 35 marks. Now let's talk about range. Since by definition we have discussed range refers to the range in which our values are coming. Range refers to the starting point or the ending point or the spread in which our values are coming. So for finding the range, we have discussed the formula. If you want to see, you can also check in range, tell us about the spread of our data set in which values may lies. So range simply refers to, and range can be calculated by maximum value of the data set minus minimum value of the data set. So for finding range, the maximum value in our data is maximum marks, that is 49 here, and the minimum value in our data set is 5, that's the minimum marks. So maximum value minus minimum value gives us range for the following condition. So maximum value minus minimum value will give us the range in the following condition. That comes out to be 49 minus 5. So first of all, I'm writing the formula for your own understanding. That is maximum value minus minimum value minus minimum value. So maximum value minus minimum value will be 49 minus 5 comes out to be 44. So it means the spread of the following data is 40 is among 44. It's among 44 values. Now moving towards median. Last but not the least is median. So let's first discuss the definition of the median that we had discussed in the last class, because median is a bit tricky among all the three, as most of the student consider. However, it's not that much tricky. It's also the easier one. So if we talk about median, so median refers to the central part of the data set. For ungrouped data, there is a single value of median, whereas for group data, we are having median class. And also we have discussed the following formula, and we have discussed the following formula only tell us about the median term, not the median value. They only tell us about the median term, not the value of median. And in the following formula, n refers to the number of terms. And before finding median, we have to assure one thing, that first of all you have to arrange the data either in ascending order, either in descending order. In most of the cases, people used to arrange the data in ascending order. So here we have data already arranged in ascending order. As you have seen clearly, here your data is already arranged in ascending order. However, if it's not arranged, so first of all, you have to arrange the data. Okay. So for the following condition, the median, first of all, let's talk about the formula of median. As we have discussed, median formula is, the formula for finding median is n plus 1 divided by 2. That is n plus 1 divided by 2. That is simply n plus 1 divided by 2. So n refers to the number of terms. So the number of terms here are 15. So 15 plus 1 divided by 2 gives you 16 divided by 2 will be 8. So the formula for median only tells us about the median term, and it says that your median term is the 8th term among that arranged data, among that arranged data. So for now, you are going to just pick that 8th value among that arranged data, because if we are like talking about median, and median refers to the central value. So let's see here, if there are like 15 values, so you have to shift half the value here, half the value here. The central part will be considered as your median. As you have seen clearly, if you are having like 15 terms, so obviously the 7 terms goes on the left hand side, this 7 terms goes on the right hand side. So the central part will be this one, or you have also calculated by the formula of median that the 8 term, so you can just pick that particular value. So 8 term here is 25. So yes, you can say that the median marks of the following class is 25 marks. So the median marks of the following class is 25 marks. Or if I just say uh, like that, the formula of median, मीडियन का फॉर्मूला सिर्फ और सिर्फ आपको मीडियन टर्म की वैल्यू बताता है. They only tells you about the median term, not the value of median. Once you are aware about कि यार आपके पास median term है क्या, you can simply find it. So yes, the median term is, so the median term is 25 marks. First of all, you have to find term, and then you have to read the value against it. So hopefully you are clear about finding mean, median, mode, and range for ungrouped data. Now let's moving towards and other questions. Now I'm picking the scenarios directly from above condition that we have discussed. We have discussed ungrouped data or group data. I'm just picking all of the values. I've just copied here, copied this value here, copy this value here, copy this value this way, so that one by one we can discuss the same example that we have discussed in the previous class. So let's move towards the following one. Marks are given to you, and these are the marks of like 10 student. You can just count these are the marks of 10 student, and this is also done group data because exact value is given to you. So if you are going to find mean, median, and mode, so let's try by yourself, because that's a quite easier. Because for finding mean, it's not a big deal. You have to just sum up all the values divided by number of values. So 5 plus 16 plus 10 plus dot dot dot, and the last term here is 18. I am just giving spaces. You can just calculate it by yourself. Divided by 10 because we are having 10 values. I'm calculating it right now. Meanwhile, you can also find their sum. So yes, student, our sum for the following condition comes out to be 110. So yes, I can write simply here 110 divided by 10 comes out to be 11 marks. So the average marks or the mean marks for the for the following class comes out to be 11 marks. Now let's move towards mod and range first, so that's a bit easier part. Then we'll move towards median. So if we talk about mod, so mod refers to most repeated, most popular value. So as you have seen here, the only repeating part is 0. There are two students who are getting 0 marks. There is none of the value that is repeated. So the mod marks for the following condition will be 0 marks. So the mod marks for the following condition will be 0 marks. Now let's move towards range. As we have discussed, range refers to simply maximum value of the data set minus minimum value. Maximum value of the data set minus minimum value. So the maximum value in the following condition is 20 marks, and the minimum value in the following condition is 0 marks. So range only tells us about the spread of the data. So I can simply write it's like 20 minus 0, that comes out to be 0. So it simply indicates that के आपके पास जो data का spread है, that is among the 20 values. Now moving towards median. So if we like talk about median, so we have the formula for median, and that formula is n plus 1 divided by 2. For finding median, you have to show two things. Number one, number of terms in the data set. So the number of terms here are 10. 10 plus 2 divided by 2. That comes out to be 5.5. 5.5. Now you guys will be like in a condition that care what this 5.5 means. Do we have a 5.5 terms? We are having like fifth term or sixth term or seven terms. There is no terms like 5.5 term. So whenever you get the answer in decimal, it simply means that 5.5 simply means that what is the whole number before 5. The whole value, the whole number that is before 5.5 will be 5. Or I will ask you what is the number greater, whole number greater than 5.5. So you'll be saying like 6. So whenever you get in this decimal form, it simply means that you have to take the average of your fifth and sixth value. You have to take the average of your fifth and sixth value. और यार आप खुद ही सोचे ना, when you are having like 10 values, it's like 10 fingers, it's like 10 values in the data set. So if you shift half of the value here and half of the value here, so the middle part will be this fifth value, like its first value, second value, third value, fourth value, fifth value. This is 6, this is 7, 8, 9, 10. So the middle part will be this fifth and sixth, the average of fifth and sixth term. So that's why it is coming like 5.5. So whenever you are having like 5.5, it simply indicates you have to take the average of fifth term and the sixth term. So let's practice it apart from the following question. If you get, after applying the formula for median, for say you are having like 110 terms in the data set. So for finding the formula, for applying the formula for the median for the following case will be 110 plus 1 divided by 2. And if you find the value, so 110 plus 1 comes out to be 111 divided by 2 gives you 55.5, gives you 55.5. So my question to all of you is, what does this 55.5 term means? So yes, your answer will be the average of 55 and 56 term. The average of 55 and 56 term. So hopefully you are clear about the following condition. So beta जब भी आपके पास you are having the value this 0.5, you are having the value this 0.5, you have to take the average of the previous whole number and the whole number after that particular value. Let's try another example. If answer comes out to be 8.5, if answer comes out to be, if the median terms comes out to be 8.5, so definitely you have to take the average of 8 and 9 term, 8 and 9 term. So hopefully you guys clear about the following condition. Let's move towards the part that we was already discussing. So we were discussing this part. We have to take our median terms comes out to be 5.5, and that indicates that we have to take the average of fifth term and the sixth term. So let's pick the fifth term and the sixth term. Let's pick the fifth term and the sixth term. So students, the fifth term will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth term will be this one. Sixth term will be this one. No, not at all. Because you miss one point, and that one point is, first of all, you have to arrange your data either in ascending order, either in descending order, because this is not the arranged form. Na? So if it's not the arranged form, so first of all, you have to arrange it. And for arranging it, let me arrange right here. The least value we are having here is 0, then next value is 0. I'm just cutting it, whatever the value I'm picking. That is 5. Then after 5, you are having then 12, then 14, 15, then 12, then 14, then 15. Hopefully, I haven't missed any value. 12, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20. 16, 18, then 20. I think I've missed a value. 005. I've missed 10. I have missed 10. No problem. I have missed 10 here. Shifted here. Uh, substitute 10 here. Yes, perfect. अब सही हो गया आपके पास. 15. After 15, I am having 6. After 15, I am having 16, 18, 20. Perfect. After 15, I'm having 16, 18, 20. 16, 18, 20. So let's just count the values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these 3 and 4, 5. Perfect. So let's move towards finding median. खुद सोचे ना यार, if you have like 4 values on the either side, 4 values on the other side, so definitely the average will be the average of the following two terms will be considered as median. So yes, the fifth term will be this one, the sixth term will be this one. Before picking the term, make sure data must be arranged either in ascending order, either in descending order. Because let's say अगर आप इसको descending में भी arrange करते हो, तो आपके पास first 20 होगा, then 18, 16, 15, then 14, 12. So definitely fifth term at that time will be 14, and sixth term will be 12. If you are like switch it and arrange it in descending order, so doesn't make any difference. So fifth term is 12 marks, sixth term is 14 marks, so average will be 14. So the average will be 14 plus 14 plus 16, 14 plus, well, sorry, 12 plus 14, 12 plus 14, 12 marks plus 14 marks divided by 2 comes out to be 13 marks. So yes, the median comes out to be 13 marks. Hopefully all of you are clear about the following condition. Make sure median ka formula only tells you about the median term, not the value of median. If the median terms comes out to be 5.5, so definitely that indicates you have to take the average of the term, the whole number that is before 5.5, and the whole number that is after 5.5. That is the fifth or the sixth and the sixth term, average of fifth and sixth term. And after finding fifth and sixth term, you have to just pick its values, and before picking, make sure you have to arrange your data. Okay, so let's move on. That's totally about I would say ungroup data. So students, that's all about the today's class. Inshallah, see you in next session. Thank you.